Okay, hey everybody, this is take two. Let's see if I can get it going this time. Trying to, here we go. All right. Honestly, I don't know what went wrong. I couldn't tell you what went wrong, what was going on, but things didn't work right. I know I've been gone for quite a while. I took some extended time off. Um, but today my time is very limited, being the day before Thanksgiving. I have quite a bit of cooking to do before tomorrow. So yeah, I'm not one of those people who wakes up at 2 o'clock in the morning and starts cooking. I'll do a lot of my cooking the day before and then actually just do a reheat on the day of Thanksgiving. And it actually makes some food taste a lot better. And you're like, what? Yeah, no, check it out. Mashed potatoes. You make your wonderful, fluffy, buttery, creamy mashed potatoes and you usually serve them fresh, right? Well, if they're cold and you put them in the oven to heat up, the top kind of gets crispy and the center gets that twice baked type of thing going on. Try it. You'll like it. Trust me. All right, cool. So, that being said, so today I was in Rob's um, webinar, and Rob is the owner of Traffic Leads to Income Cash Mailer. If you're not familiar with that, please get a hold of me, ask me some questions, and I will hook you up with that. Plus, I'll give you a lot of free bonus credits as well. But that being said, his site's really cool. You can make money on the front end, you can make money on the back end, and it's also a traffic generator. So kind of keep all that in your head. So we're going through the webinar this morning, and there are some questions being asked, and there's some confusion that was brought to my attention. And I think a lot of the confusion was about not so much the making of a lead capture page, but more so in the tracking, how you actually go about tracking something. Okay. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be covering the free side of tracking. So, unfortunately, in LeadsLeap, I am an upgraded member. So, that's going to be kind of hard for me to show you. In Hits Connect, I'm a free member, so that's going to be super easy for me to show you. Now, remember, in both of them, you must upgrade to get advanced tracking features like pixel tracking and using your own custom domain. Okay, so but we're gonna go through some of that stuff. We're gonna go through the differences, and we're definitely covering why you need to be tracking. But first, I'm going to share with you why I'm tracking. So a little bit of history on myself. I have a military background, 17 years in the Marine Corps. And then after the military, I've always been really fascinated with retail. I buy something at a low price and sell it for a profit. That's always amazed me. And going through my young adult years before I joined the military, I spent time working for Sears Roebuck and Radio Shack. Now, understand it was in no uh, inter executive position whatsoever. Um, when I worked at Sears, I met people at the front door, and I would ask them if they wanted a Discover card. So, I'm offering them a Discover card, and if they happen to get the Discover card, um, I gave them a free piece of Pyrex. Pyrex, if you guys don't know, is some really awesome cookware, really cool cookware. Um, and it's very highly prized. It's collectible these days. Um, okay, so this thing gave out on me. Oh my gosh! A few years ago, I bought Dre Beats, and they worked great for like 3 years, and then they just died on me. All right, so tracking. So military. So people would come into Sears, and I'd ask them if they wanted to try to discover card, and just for filling out the application, I'd give them a nice Pyrex baking dish, and we were pretty good at it. Every time a application was approved, we got more commissions. So we got commissions on how much Pyrex we gave away, and we got commission on how many people were approved, which was kind of exciting, because you always have these dreams of, I'm going to get 1,000 people approved to make all this money, but that wasn't the reality of it. So then I moved on and I went to work for Radio Shack. Now, Radio Shack, it was interesting because we sold all this awesome high tech stuff, and we got paid commissions, we got paid bonuses. It was just an incredible opportunity. And I left that to join the military 17 years later, out of the military, and 2006. And I am fascinated with the internet, all the stuff going on with it, all this information happening. It's just wowed me. So I looked into internet marketing back in 2006. It was like a hobby, something I did in my spare time. If I built a website for someone, I'd use those principles to give them some bonus traffic. I mean, everything back then was a pretty good deal. And then in 2013, I moved to Southern California, and I wanted more of that, California beach type lifestyle. Because I swear, man, compared to Michigan, this place is almost like spring, summertime all year round. It's very, very tropical where I'm at, and it's really cool. Um, so I enjoy it. I like taking time off. I like hiking. I like spending time at the beaches. It's an incredible lifestyle that I enjoy down here. So 2015 rolls on, and I'm really serious in the eBay, and I'm doing that whole retail thing, but I'm also, have my hands here and there and trying to advertise and promote more online. So I'm studying all these courses and everything, and trying all these different uh, online sites and stuff like that. And it occurred to me, I don't know which of my advertising efforts, my promotional efforts, which ones were working, which ones were not working, and which ones were my best ones. And that kind of floored me because, okay, think about it. The people at Ford, when they advertise and they spend millions of dollars on advertising, on television, radio, internet, print, you name it. I mean, you can't look at anything hardly without seeing an ad for like Ford or Apple or, whatever you think. So they aren't going to spend all these millions of dollars and not know what's working and what's not working. So if they could do it, obviously we could do it. And in the early days, before I learned about LeadsLeap, before I learned about Hits Connect, there were some other tracking programs that I would try, and some of them were really, really expensive. If you wanted like 20 or 30 tracked websites, you were going to spend about 30, $40 a month. I mean, they were also trying to sell an income opportunity as well as the tracking benefits, but seriously, it was really difficult and very expensive. Um, like 10, 15 years ago, insanely expensive. So um, I first discovered Hits Connect. Okay, so let's going to bring us to the portion of where we need to share the screen. Thank you. I was losing my mind. Entire screen, and we're going to share this one. Oh, I got to approve that. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so this is on the LeadsLeap thing. So So you understand why I think it's important to track. So if I'm advertising on a traffic exchange, um, did I close that window? I closed that window. If I'm advertising on ABC Exchange and they're telling me I'm getting 100 hits a day, well, that's them telling me I'm getting 100 hits a day. How do I know if I'm really getting 100 hits a day? This perplexed me because a lot of these sites, whether it's a traffic exchange, a banner exchange, a safe list mailer, whatever it is, um, they hit you. You join for free to see what it's all about, give it a try, and then boom, they hit you with a one-time offer. You're only going to see this offer one time. You'll never see this price again, and they just shock you with it. My favorite owners are the ones that don't do that. And it carries over into the membership page where you go in there. You can see the offer still stands. I really respect the owners that allow a person to try out their their advertising platform before you actually put any money forth. And you're going to put forth a little bit of time to earn some credits, but it'll really give you a good idea within a few hours of whether or not you want to give this advertising platform some of your hard-earned money. So the point I'm trying to make, that it took me forever to speak, is you need to track, because you need to know what's working, what you're going to keep and invest more time and money into, and what's not working, what you're going to cut free and you're never going to associate with again. Because in business, you have to be that decisive if you really want to make the kind of money that will allow you to fire your boss. And believe me, there's nothing feels better in the world than saying, I really don't need this job. I'm making way more money somewhere else. I'm out of here. And boom, that's it. You sleep better that night. You wake up in the morning feeling like you were just reborn. I mean, pretty cool. And I want everyone to be able to share in that feeling. So before LeadsLeap, I was introduced to Hits Connect. And what I really enjoyed about Hits Connect is they're one of those companies that they have a free level, and if you want, you can upgrade. And when you upgrade with them, you get some pretty amazing things, and they give you tutorials on how to use them and everything else. When I was upgraded, I was using their advanced features, and I thought it was really, really cool because it gave me a very, very clear picture. Now, here I have one campaign. Campaign is basically you're tracking a link, basically, okay? So I'm tracking the team link, and you can see it got 2 hits today. Now, I just did this like a few minutes before creating this video. So this is in no way a judgment of the site that I used. I don't want you to think it's a slow site or they don't have any traffic or nothing like that, because that is not what this is about. I just used them for an example because I already had credits waiting to spend with them, okay? So let's go to the stats here, and you can see websitetraffichog.com. I got 2 hits, and 2 of my hits were unique. This is super important, the unique part, because it doesn't, getting 100 hits from one person isn't traffic. It's a waste of bandwidth, seriously. Okay. Um, and it'll keep your stats for like the week. It'll keep your weekly averages, tell you what you get on each day, that type of thing. Now, if you want to know conversions and you want to get into pixel tracking so that once they click through and they confirm, then boom, that's a conversion. Or if you actually have a sales page on there for them to buy from and you put your pixel on that button, boom, there you go. You'll get another conversion, which means a sale rather than a sign up. But that's how good this is. And you can track all that on this. But you have to upgrade. and upgrading is going to cost you a little bit of money. Now, they do have an offer. You can pay $49 and get it for the whole year. But for that $49 for the year, which don't get me wrong, it's an amazing deal. I'm going to drop it down by $1 and say 48. We all know that 12 goes into 48 4 times. So basically, you're spending $4 a month for advanced tracking. So I don't want to disparage Hits Connect, and I'm not saying don't spend your money with Hits Connect. Don't misunderstand that, okay? Because I am not doing that at all. However, LeadsLeap is just a little bit easier to sell, just because on the free side of Hits Connect, I get 10 campaigns and one rotator. So I can track 10 links for free and have one rotator for free. That's not bad. That's actually pretty good. With that, you can actually go out there and make some money, do some advertising, and be on track, okay? But LeadsLeap, they give you traffic. They actually have a traffic system, even on the free level. You got to do a little surfing, but it's real traffic from real business owners. Very important. You get a list manager, 10 lists with unlimited subscribers. All right. A page builder, 10 pages hosted included. A pop-up creator, 10 pop-ups, hosting included. Okay. A link tracker. You can track 199 links and they give you 10 rotators. That's a far cry from 10 and one rotator. 10 links and one rotator. They're giving you 199 and 10 rotators. Okay. And of course, the monetization and all the other sales stuff that goes along with this. So you can see the difference. Now, there is a difference in price. LeadsLeap will cost you more than $49 a month if you upgrade, okay? Now, the reason why I say that is because if you upgrade in this, it's a completely different world, because now what you have is, on top of everything else you get here, a lot of these numbers get really insane, like unlimited pages. I don't know how many lists we get when we upgrade, unlimited trackers. There's more ways to make money. Plus, you can click for your credits, because I still click for my credits and get the daily bonus. But I also have the pro side of it, which I get so much advertising from them. It's just incredible. So I enjoy the upgrade. It cost me $23 a month. Now, so when you sign up for this membership, if you decide to upgrade, they give you a 24-hour window to click around their site and decide whether or not you're going to upgrade. You will get your upgrade for $23 rather than paying, I think it's $30 a month. Way worth it though, because when you add in the monthly cost of your autoresponder, the monthly cost of your hosting, the monthly cost of your tracker, if you want advanced tracking, your pop-up creator, all of a sudden now you're looking at least $100 for all that if you buy it separately. Or you could get it from them. Now, I love the owner of LeadsLeap. Their support system is very, very strong. They always respond to me. It's always within 24 hours, if not sooner. You know, I don't want to like overcommit them to an impossible, but dude, they get back to me like really fast. I really enjoy it. Not to say that Hits Connect doesn't. I just use LeadsLeap so much more than Hits Connect, as you're going to see here. Hits Connect, I just had this, and I just did this for today, which is why the number's like non-existent. But here on LeadsLeap, you can see that I've got all these trackers, and I've been using it for a little while. Okay, and for some of this, I'm still getting the hang of it. But it's it's really pretty easy to track a link in either Hits Connect or LeadsLeap. Okay. Um, so either way you want to do it, it's going to work out real fine. So for instance, today Rob was talking about the rotator, how you get in on that rotator. When you go through the 7 steps in his program, um, once you finish those steps, you've actually have a working funnel, and you can, um, you know, uh, submit it to Rob. He'll approve it. He puts it in the rotator, and now you're getting free traffic to one of your funnels, and you're going to give a little traffic too. So it's a nice little exchange. So as you can see, it's as simple as coming here. You name what you want the tracker to be. You put your URL in here. You decide whether or not you're going to disable cloaking or any of this other stuff. Um, and then you get to name the custom slug, which is the little thing at the end of it. You can give it a little social media preview image if you want. You can add tags to it, and also a private domain name, which is pro only. Okay, just like in Hits Connect. But in Hits Connect, I'm just a free member, so I don't get to see all that cool pro back office stuff like I do here. Okay, and it's just that all I got to do is hit save, and then when I view, oh, I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that, y'all. So sorry. So you hit save, you close this, and then you want to use it. So I'm a premium member, so I can use this one if I want, but I'm just going to show you the free one. Okay. Um, so here's the link. Anywhere you put that link, LeadsLeap is going to collect data on where and when it was clicked. Okay. So there we go. There we go. Okay. So this is kind of cool. This is the past 14 days, and I have a total of 100 clicks in the past 2 weeks. Out of those 100, 98 of them were unique, and 83 of them were real visitors. 2 of them clicked through. So out of 100, 2 clicked through, which gives me a 2% click-through rate. Now, a lot of people will take that number 2 and use the real visitor, okay? And you want to say, oh, what's the difference between unique and real visits? So the unique visits, the person could hang on just for a second. Okay. So this is my guess. Unique is people who could have hit it more than once. And real visits is just one person hitting you one time within the last, I want to say 24 hours, but this might even be the last 14 days. Okay. So if I wanted to, I can divide 83 by 2 to get a higher percentage rate, but I'd rather just use the total because it's a conservative number. It's a more realistic number. Um, so there you go. Now this is kind of cool. It tracks, because it's advanced, it tracks the surfing duration, how long the person spent before they click through. And here it separates it into source. You can see AdCheever gave me 29, Mr. SafeLift 24, Email Hog 16, State of the Art of the Mailer 13, 100% clicks is 6, Stay at Home Mailer is 3, Proactive Mailer 2, Referral Frenzy 1. Referral Frenzy is not a mailer, it's more of a mailer management system. So I received one hit from them when they approved the site, when they approved the site. And then website traffic hog, I only got one hit. But remember, I only just started using them this morning and like maybe just a couple hours ago. So I've hardly used them. Now, let's say you want to break down by country. I can see that out of my 83 real visits, 48 of them was from the United States, and then 8 from the UK, 7 from Canada, and then Sweden and all the other countries. And it tells me how many from each country, which I think is really cool. So these are the reasons for tracking. These are the tools that I use for tracking. Um, and it is just, it's it's not a chore. It's kind of fun. It's very exciting to see where my traffic is coming from, uh, the click through rates and everything else. But also, it gives me a tool to become more profitable in my business. Because, if if I'm given a system, a track advertising platform, 45 days to come through, and even after 45 days, and even after I used, the way I'm supposed to and all this other stuff, I'm only getting 2 clicks in a day. I'm probably going to just say, we're not going to use this program anymore. It's just not worth our time or money, because 2 clicks a day isn't really anything. Um, so, just kind of keep that in mind. But give an advertising platform some time before you cut it loose. Really use it. Try to use it daily if you can. Or I know a lot of the mailers will allow you to mail like once every 7 days, once every 5 days, once every 3 days. You know, do it as often as you possibly can. Give it a real working chance. And then you're like, well, we gave it 45 days and this is all we're getting. Then yeah, you need to move on and for greener pastures, if you will. I really hope you find this information very useful. If you do, please subscribe, like, and share. If you have any questions at all, go ahead and let me know. I answer all questions because I think that's important. If I strike on something that's not exactly clear, you can kind of see that. But as you can see, my LeadsLeap platform is my all-one stop for my online business, basically. And then Hits Connect is your tracker. Now, I can see the value in Hits Connect if you work with a lot of traffic exchanges and safe list mailers. There's quite a few of them that are in business with Hits Connect, and they will, all you do is hit a button and choose what link you want, and it automatically goes in there. So it kind of setting those up, it kind of takes, um, it kind of makes it a little bit more, it kind of makes it less time consuming. I'm really sorry. I didn't plan this. I was very alarmed to see that not only did, there was a lot of misunderstanding about tracking, but at the same time, when I looked, because I told this guy, hey, I got a video for you all about tracking. Here's the video. And all of a sudden, I didn't have a video just about tracking. I talk about tracking for about 15 minutes in some of my other videos, but those are like huge sales pitches for other things, or it's a 45-minute, how to make a lead capture page video type of thing. So, like I said, I hope you all enjoyed it. If you do not have a LeadsLeap account yet, please click on my link in the description below. When you sign up for my link, I will see you in my back office. All you've got to do is send me a message either in Wow app or Facebook Messenger, and I will be glad to help you. Or even send me here, say, hey, I signed up for LeadsLeap and I have this and this problem, and we'll connect and I'll be able to help you through all of it. So there you go. We'll get you all set up. Oh, and have a great holiday. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and enjoy the time off on the weekend while you have it. Goodbye, everybody.